The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The Buccaneer first down.
Now a play fake, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 45 yards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up second and 7.
On second and 7, Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Monday, 33. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Black 20. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Hey, alert 3. Deuce. Go. Beat these 2.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Conner, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Jordan Whitehead.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Jack 16. 22, 44.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run for it with Conner. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, check. Hey, check Black 33. Check Black 33. Tackle. Black check 33.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go. 24. It's out of time. Hey, check Black 33. Check Blues.
Now Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 70 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
5-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The pickup brings up.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Alert, alert. Hey.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They run the counter. It's Connor, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Snickers, got to spin. 7-7.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 62 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the point after.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. To throw again. Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Buccaneers.
Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Steelers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Antoine Winfield.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Check 52. Check 3. Alert. Hey, alert. So basic. Check flag 33. Know your job.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger completing it to the right side. Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Jack 16.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
19-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Easy. 33. Get the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First and
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check. First down. Middle.
They'll try to surge ahead with Conner. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Leonard Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Again, it's Conner. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Switch.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Easy.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays right after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. After the sack on 1st down, Brady, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back to throw, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check nickel. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Under Snickers. He's coming.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
He was brought down.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Washington.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Washington first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Stevenson.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner, and he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Conner. A 1st down for Conner and then some. And down to the 16-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Check 99. Let's go.
Conner. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 3 from the 9.
56. Let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm going.
This is Conner. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Conner. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
On the counter, it's Conner. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it won't be easy.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Chris Boswell.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On first down, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Washington.
And again, it's Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin there to make the grab.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50. Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check no foul. 24. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Washington, incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 15. Check
This time they stay on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Washington.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Jack 16. Show that bench release and go. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. 2. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Roethlisberger's
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Easy. 56, right there, 56. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
56 is the mic. Hey, tight. Got to spin. Check 37. Check 37. 8.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. One day. 7 and 7. Hey,
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Terrell Edmonds.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
4 yards.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
And 6 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First down, Washington.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
The ball carrier.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll go again with McKissick, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
49-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Jack 16.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And you and I, we just looked at each other. Kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, good return up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Rodgers.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Watch the twist.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Aaron Jones.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, he's going to float this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
on. Here's Anthony McFarland. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Steeler ball carrier.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
36-yard line.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Anthony McFarland.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Packers' 46-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Packers 7, Steelers 0.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for one. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
James Washington, 37 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 8.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch your nipples. 66.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. McFarland. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, McFarland. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 43 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down. 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Now 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tyler Ervin back deep. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he's got some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play call sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
21-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
On their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 3. No spacing.
Now a run with McFarland. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Anthony McFarland.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Jack 16.
Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Rush in. Easy.
On 1st down, McFarland. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 3.
McFarland once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Eric Ebron.
23 yards on the play.
And the Steeler first down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nicholas, 66, 24.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Anthony McFarland.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ben to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
29-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 29 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Packers 31, Steelers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A quick throw complete to Washington. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Deontay Johnson, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good.